Welcome to the presentation of the Jablotron CLOUD solution. This presentation is intended for our partners that need detailed information about the way the Jablotron CLOUD works and what the communication channels between control panels, the cloud, applications and ARCs are. The Jablotron CLOUD is a platform designed for gathering and collecting data from alarm devices and its subsequent use by end applications and ARCs. It is a system of servers and databases connected and communicating with each other using secure protocols. The benefit of using the platform is the continuous and persistent connection of all devices and their control. Communication is performed at the following levels: control panel to cloud, cloud to applications, and cloud to ARC. Certification. Jablotron Cloud Server Security is certified according to ISO IEC 27001:2013. This ensures the same level of security as is used by commercial bank servers. Communication for control and event reports between the control panel and the cloud runs through two different channels. Channel 1 is primarily data communication using LAN or GPRS. In case of any data communication issues, it is backed up by Jablo SMS. The communication runs on Jablo IP encrypted proprietary protocol. This channel sends the important information: ARC events, arm, disarm, alarm, low battery. There is supervisionary control every 15 minutes. It means that if there is no event in more than 15 minutes, a control event is created and sent to ensure that the channel is up and running. When Jablo SMS backup is used, there is only the event history in My Jablotron. Device control is not available, and supervision changes to a 6-hour schedule. Channel 2 acts as a controlling channel. It provides only data communication with no backup. It is used for controlling the system, and it sends the status of the system when changed: change of temperature, signal strength. Communication runs on Jablotron proprietary protocol and is secured by a persistent connection with only a 15-second heartbeat without confirmation. Delivery of the information is not confirmed. Communication is to be set in F-Link software, the Communication tab in the Jablotron communication menu. Let's have a look at this setting. There are 4 options of setup in F-Link in the Communications tab. The first option is called None or No Communication. In such a case, the control panel doesn't communicate anywhere. As a consequence, it is not possible to connect remotely to the control panel via F-Link. The control panel also only communicates with the ARC directly, not via the Jablotron CLOUD, which is the preferred way. However, it is possible to register the control panel to the cloud even with a non-communication setting, if there is a functional SIM card. In such a case, communication works similar to the Jablotron communication option we will talk about later. Another setting is called Limited GSM. The control panel doesn't communicate until it receives a ring from the Jablotron CLOUD, and just after that, the device initiates communication with the cloud. In this setting, the option of Super SMS configuration is possible. The persistent LAN communication setting enables persistent communication to the cloud every 15 seconds as mentioned before. This setting uses data communication via LAN or GPRS. However, it doesn't send any big data such as temperatures, signal strengths, etc. The advantage is faster communication in the initiation of remote access by F-Link, as no initialization ring from the Jablotron CLOUD is needed. This is the recommended communication type that opens all the features of the cloud solution. The Jablotron communication option is turned on automatically by the cloud after successful control panel registration. As mentioned before, it can replace the non-communication option. It provides persistent communication and it sends all the information from the control panel such as events, temperatures and photos. There are several options of registering the control panel to the cloud. Every registered alarm has access to the My Jablotron and My Company applications, but the connection to ARC may differ. You can have only a My Jablotron service and no ARC connection. Another option is to have My Jablotron plus an ARC connected via the cloud. And the last option is My Jablotron with a directly connected ARC. Let's focus on the registration process in F-Link and My Company. Whether it is registration from F-Link or My Company when choosing the distributor, The first part of the name shows the name of the distributor under which you want to have the control panel registered. In other words, which JA partner the control panel will be listed in. The second part of the name says whether the end user wants to have only a My Jablotron service or whether they want to communicate with an ARC as well. The option of having only an ARC and not My Jablotron is not possible during registration and can be programmed directly in F-Link. F-Link is the most recommended option for registration. Constant communication between F-Link and the cloud is established. F-Link communicates directly with the cloud, and if your computer with F-Link is not connected to the internet, then the control panel is used as a hotspot. According to the installer's rights, which he has in the cloud, F-Link creates a form for registration and pre-fills the data such as serial number, etc. For registration, it receives data from the cloud and sets it in the control panel locally. When the installation is finished, the installer must end service mode and unplug the USB cable for correct downloading of the control panel settings. This registration can be made also remotely by F-Link if persistent communication LAN is set. The second possible way of registration of the control panel is the cloud form. The My Company or JA Partner applications can be used. When registering from My Company, persistent data communication is used. The cloud creates a configuration and sends it to the control panel. If a data channel is not available, the cloud creates a configuration super SMS and sends it to the control panel via GSM. Same as before, the control panel must not be in service mode and the USB must be unplugged. After the registration, the cloud must get the confirmation of the successful configuration from the control panel to be considered as configured. Data configuration is confirmed via the data channel. Super SMS configuration is confirmed via an SMS sent from the control panel. Now let's talk about applications that are part of the Jablotron Cloud. The JA Partner account is designed for distributors or ARCs and has the highest level of administration. The account is created by the Jablotron Cloud Services Support Department after an agreement with the Jablotron Area Sales Manager. My Company, designed for installers who have attended training. It offers installation management, remote configuration and servicing of installations, storage of updated software, manuals and marketing materials. Access to My Company is granted by a JA Partner account of the distribution partner. My Jablotron for end users. Installers give access to the owner of devices. The owner can then share the service, control the system, display the status, view photos and videos. The end user gains access to My Jablotron when the alarm is registered to cloud services. My Company. A My Company account is created in JA Partner after successfully completed training. JA Partner can create an account for a new company or can add a new installer to an already existing company. The owner or the administrator of My Company can also add a new account. Control panel registration is recommended to be done from F-Link. However, My Company is another convenient option. Of course, you can register other devices from My Company, and for example, the cameras can be registered only from My Company, where using the mobile app makes it really quick and easy. The most often used tool in My Company is Installations Management. This is the place where an installation company can see the state of any registered system, all faults, service mode, devices, and a lot of other information. Installation management is also the way to set up cameras and heating or a particular control panel. There are also modules that should help you get more information and knowledge on Jablotron products. My Storage is the easiest way to get the latest and updated manuals, F-Link, firmware, marketing materials and more. My Knowledge is a bank of webinars, video tutorials, and a knowledge base released for every campaign. There are three main ways the control panel communicates with the alarm receiving center, also known as an ARC. Some systems don't communicate any data to the ARC, some are connected via the Jablotron Cloud, and some are connected directly. Let's have a detailed look at these options. The basic and most simple way is to connect the control panel with Jablotron communication to our cloud. All data that are needed by the My Jablotron and My Company applications are transferred via channel 1 and 2 as mentioned at the beginning. However, no data are transferred to any ARC. This can be changed anytime later on when the customer decides to use a cloud ARC. By cloud ARC, we mean an ARC receiving the information via the Jablotron Cloud. The communication is established by Jablotron Cloud technical support. There are 3 options for receiving the events from the Jablotron Cloud. JA-ARC1 is a special device, an industrial computer designed to receive the events from the Jablotron Cloud. This is a recommended and inherent solution from Jablotron for smaller ARCs or ad hoc solutions. A second option is an ARC receiver with monitoring software supporting direct communication with the cloud. An example of such software is Jablonet Pro or Manito software. The last option is using a Moxa interface. It is a hardware converter from Jablotron protocol that is being sent from the cloud to the standard SureGuard protocol used by ARCs. The last way is the hybrid way, when you use a connection to the cloud only for the My Jablotron and My Company apps, and you establish independent direct communication to an ARC. This can be done in any protocol. To convert direct communication to SureGuard protocol, you can use a virtualized Jagger IP receiver. When an event is created in the system, first it is delivered to the direct ARC and after that to the cloud. Choosing slow protocol for a direct ARC can delay or disable the control of the system by cloud applications. Our security data connector is a machine-to-machine SIM card for data communication. It is designed for data transfer, but also enables SMSs as a backup for ARC communication, and even the possibility of voice control and voice notification. SDC is automatically detected by the control panel, and all settings are performed automatically, including APN settings. During the setting, the SDC number is locked to the registration key of the control panel. This SIM card covers all data transfer from the control panel to the cloud and standard SMS and voice operations.